What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another training vlog. Today we're heading for an upper body session. It's week 3, day 1, and today I want to hold myself to the same standards as I do with my clients. So coaching others really helped me identifying inefficient movement patterns, and that's something I really want to dial in for myself as well. Not just being so nitty-gritty with my clients, but also trying to practice what I preach. So today I've started with muscle ups. My intention was high since it is a technical session and I'm really focusing on my elbow path and the distance to the bar as I initiate the movement and during the transition. So the goal here is to improve my performance outcome instead of aiming for higher numbers. So just did a 3x5 with 40 kg on pull-ups, and here the focus was on a more continuous pull pattern since I had the tendency to initiate the movement a little bit too aggressively with my elbows, which threw off my shoulder movement, so more so the scapular-humeral rhythm, and that obviously resulted in me flaring the ribs more than I should have, and therefore my pull felt quite weak, and that's something I'm currently working on. And I'd say the first 2 sets went quite well. On the third one I wasn't so concentrated anymore and technique slipped a little bit, so definitely something I need to keep in mind for my next training session. So we just wrapped up low incline dumbbell presses. The intention was to adjust the elbow path ever so slightly to stay within the scapular plane or closer to the scapular plane, which keeps the pecs loaded and reduces internal rotation stress in the maximally stretched position. And now we continue with a high incline chest press and guide you through what I'm going to do here. On the high incline chest press, I'm focusing on a 1 count pause in the stretch position to facilitate better scap movement. I know when I keep my lower back in contact with the bench and I'm not flaring my ribs and I don't shift my shoulders as I press, that I hold a nicely stacked position, and that's what I'm aiming for, and obviously better scap movements. Next up on the menu, we've got chest supported upper back rows with a 2-count hold in the shortened position, again to facilitate scap movement and a stacked position. And the goal here obviously is to hold positions under fatigue and So I just wrapped up my training session with some cable flies and cable single arm high curls. Obviously I've chosen exercises that are quite unstable and that expose limitations on one side. So with the cable chest flies, I really prioritized full scapular movement, so going from protraction to retraction. And with the cable single arm high curls, the intention was to train the biceps in end range of shoulder flexion, so in a maximally shortened position, which really helps to work on the stabilization of the shoulder girdle and to get rid of anterior translation of the humerus, so forward dumping of the shoulder in pressing and pulling movements. And yeah, so quite happy with how the session went. Now I'm going to change.
This was definitely one of those sessions where everything clicked. Going into the session, I actually didn't expect the training to feel that good, even though I wasn't too motivated and quite tired. I tried to keep my intention and focus high, and I didn't force any numbers, and I had a very good training session. So takeaway: just because you're feeling tired and beaten up, it doesn't mean you're going to have a bad session. You're going to have a bad session when you're not concentrated, you're not training with intent, and you're forcing progression. This isn't something that happens overnight. This is a skill that you need to practice and develop over time and really hold yourself on to the same standard for years so you really get the benefit of it. Training is an assessment, and if you know what you need to look for, your own movement becomes the best feedback loop. That's it for today. If you haven't done yet, please subscribe, like, comment, and share for more content like this, and see you in the next one.